Today is Tuesday, the 28th of January. It is just around 9 a.m. Temperature seems to be fairly mild. I got an alert on my phone saying that snow should be halting here in Bellingham within the next hour, but there is no such snow. So either it barely came down last night for a couple hours and my phone just took a minute to update, or it just isn't gonna snow this morning, which is fine by me. Today on my agenda, I have a bunch of editing to do. Episode 8 is in the editor suite. I have some domestic stuff around the house, sweep. I have probably I'll do a mop too, wet Swiffer. I have laundry that I could do today. I have to make a mark on the tank. Day 4 on the 100-gallon propane tank. Probably got 3 more days worth of propane, although if it stays this mild and the furnace can cycle off occasionally, heck, I could maybe get another 4 days out of this tank. So it might end up being that whenever I get to my final quote-unquote destination, if I can find some land to buy further down the line or something like that, I might just end up getting 100-gallon tanks. Just so much more convenient to just plug one in. You're good for 7 days, 7 days, whatever. Ooh. Oh, it's so good. It hurts so much, but it's so damn good. It occurred to me yesterday that I had promised a story time, and so I would like to share my story at the Y. Let's see, it must have been Saturday. I think it was Saturday that I went to the Y. So I get there probably around 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon. I get there, I get down to the locker room, put my stuff away, and I walk upstairs to the track, and I walk around the track. I'm on the track, I probably walked for about 30, 45 minutes. I think I got in probably about a half a mile of walking. And then I noticed, because as you're walking on the track, you can look down to the floor below, and there's the basketball court on one side, and on the other side, there's the exercise machine room. So as I'm walking around the circle, I noticed that one of their recumbent bike machines is open. I go downstairs, take a quick little break, and then I hop on the bike. I'm on the bike for, I think, 15 minutes. It was one of those programmed exercises. It wasn't playing a video as I'm cycling, but it had a picture of a rocky California kind of Western American trail, dusty and deserty. It had a graph that showed the resistance as you're going basically uphill. It was a programmed thing, and I definitely worked for that 15 minutes, and then I could tell that my legs were getting a little wobbly, and I knew that I still wanted some swimming I still wanted to get in some laps. So about 15 minutes after I got on the bike, I ended that exercise, and then I made my way over back to the locker room. I changed over into my swim trunks and a shirt. I get into the pool probably around 2:30 maybe. I'm swimming, I get my laps in. I probably get in 5 or 6 laps. So a lap is obviously, if you start at A, you go to B, that's a half a lap, and then back to A is a full lap. So I probably got in about 5 or 6 laps with, some resting in between, just to make sure that my heart isn't going crazy, I can breathe, that kind of stuff. And then I would kick off and take the next lap. So I did that about 6 times. And on my way back on the last lap that I took, I'm coming back down to the shallow end. And in the corner of the pool is a mom and her young son, probably 3 or 4 years old. I don't know, something like that. She has him up sitting on the edge of the pool, and she's consoling him. And I can't quite hear what's going on, but I can hear that, he's upset about something. And then another woman is walking by the edge of the pool, walking by them, and the mom kind of reaches out and says, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you get the lifeguard?" So I'm an ex-EMT, kinda. I'm medically minded, and so my radar is all of a sudden perked up. Is he okay? What's going on? Is he having an asthma attack? A couple seconds later, a lifeguard walks over, and again, I'm not eavesdropping. I'm not staring and trying to read lips and pay attention to what's being said, but I am trying to pay attention to what's being said. And I don't really hear words, but I can hear the mom's tone, and she's very apologetic, and she's very hushed about it. And all I really do hear clearly is lifeguards saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. Happens all the time." And then Seconds later, he walks over to the center of the pool and blows his whistle and it's like, everybody out. I at this point I kind of assume I know what happened. So I get out of the pool and he's like, yeah, we're gonna have to be closed for about a half hour to an hour. And I was like, well, shoot, man, I'm glad I got in the pool when I did, and I got at least, 5 or 6 or 7 laps in. Jeez. So I make my way over at this point now. All right. So I've walked for about a half mile. I've biked for, I don't know, a quarter of a mile or something like that. I've now swam a certain amount of distance. What I like to do is when I go to the Y and I do my exercise, I like to end before I take a shower. I like to end in the hot tub just to kind of let my muscles relax and kind of vibe out, right, for a few minutes in a bubbly hot tub. So I'm in there and, yeah, sure enough, the guy, the lifeguard is over in that corner in the shallow end with a pool skimmer skimming out what must have been a number 2, and he was skimming for a while. I sat in that hot tub for probably 20 minutes and he was still using the little skimmer and dipping it down and then flopping it into a bucket when I left. So that's unfortunate. Hey man, whatever. I got my laps in. I got my exercise in. I got my shower. I'm happy. I just thought that was a story worth sharing. Cheers. With that, that ends story time. Like I said, today is going to be an editing day. I also have some things around the house I'd like to get done. I bought a pack of screws so I can get up my string art. I get to figure out where I want to place that today, which is exciting. I also want to do a sweep and a mop. And a general kind of organizing here. And then I also have laundry and technically dishes that I really should wash. So, yeah, we will see what I end up filming today. I don't know if this is going to end up in the current video that I'm in now or if I'm going to wrap that up and this will be in episode 9. I don't know. Every day is a new adventure. So I will bring you along when I think to do so. All right. Good evening. It is Tuesday, January 28th, 4:57 p.m. How are you? All right. Hope you are well. I'm doing okay. Today's been a good day. I did a good amount of editing this morning and this afternoon. Got the newest episode up, episode 8. I am going to get dinner kind of started and working. Yeah, dinner started working. I plan to tackle the string art situation. I have, I think, 3 or 4 that need to go up. So, I mean, this is overkill. I just have this for any old reason now. And then I think I have a couple of things that I want to maneuver and move and hang with these. So I'll get some coverage of that, I'm sure, later. But for now, we are on steak duty. We're having steaks again. It's kind of a thing. I like steaks, and I don't need to buy that much because it's just me. These two right here, this combination is just the perfect combination of a dry rub for steak, in my opinion. This way. Okay, we'll let that sit here on the paper for just a minute while I throw that crap out. All right, we're going to start with the garden veg, so I can go light on this. Alright, we'll go with 375. These are thick boys, so let's give it 11 minutes to start. I have the option of mashed sweet potatoes or regular potatoes.
Potatoes!
I think I'm gonna do the sweet potatoes today. I think that's the plan. I'm also going to melt some extra sharp cheddar on the steaks when they're resting because I'm extra. Yep, okay. I mean, if I was really extra, I could also dab on a little spicy brown mustard. We're gonna do it. Okay. So these are now going to sit and rest, but I am going to place some cheese on here for the melting. And let it stay nice and warm in there. Well, I am going to enjoy my dinner. It looks real good. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to throw on some YouTubes. My dog is going to stare at me lovingly over my shoulder and not get a single piece of this. And I only feel marginally bad about it. Okay. Real quick, let's do a little test here, okay? I'm going to cut into my biggest piece of steak here, and let's see how I did. Feels soft. Okay, maybe a little farther. Maybe a little further than I would have liked. Definitely a medium well. Definitely not fully well done, but definitely a little more cooked. That extra minute or two or three after I put the mustard on definitely sent it over. But, well, let me tell you if it was the right move. I have a feeling it was. Steak. Man, yeah. It still has that tang to it. It's mustardy. It actually pairs really well with the sharp cheddar. Anyway, this is not a mukbang. This will never be a mukbang. I can't believe I just ate on camera. Not that I have a thing about that. It was never a plan for me. Anyway, have a good night. Dinner was delicious. Everything turned out pretty damn good. Very happy with that. So now we're going to work on a couple little side projects that I've been wanting to do. The plan is to take at least, 2 more of the pin boards and fill that space right there. So that means that these guys need to find a new home. So they're just gonna hang out right there for now. With my Jerry patch, my kitty on the brain patch, and the Steely patch. And then I got a custom ink from my buddy Darian over at Down Low Creations. DLC in a sweet custom printed 3D frame. Well, that means that I actually don't really need to use these right now because I can't necessarily think of anything that needs to get hung up with these just yet. Actually, I can think of a couple. Actually, I can think of a couple things, but that'll wait till after we do the string art. So, speaking of, I'm gonna go grab it. We'll do a little show and tell. All right. Finally. Okay. Now, I can show you the goods. So, this is the first piece that I bought. Again, the original artist's name is Matt Duncan. He can be found on Facebook. I'm not sure if he's doing commissions or he's on a hiatus. I'm not really sure. But, so this is the first piece. And yeah, that's all individual strings being strung around nails that he strategically nails to a piece of wood. It's so dope. Glow in the dark and blacklight UV reactive. Okay. All right, so that's the big one. I really loved the color palette choice. So cool. The yellow into green and just blues into purple. Oh, it's so good. Here you can see the artist's signature, M. Duncan, December 2021. It's so good. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Look at the pandemonium. The layers are crazy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. One of my favorites. And the last one I got, I don't know if it was chronologically. I think it is, but we have a triangle. Something to know about me, if you haven't figured it out yet, is I love geometry. I love sacred geometry, especially, and art. So when you start to fuse the two, yeah, you have my interest. All right, that was dusty. So the plan now is I'm going to take 4 of these screws, find a location, and use my drill to set the screw, and then I can hang them up because he's got built-in hardware on. I'm just gonna put a hole in my camper walls. What could go wrong? All right. Please don't put foreshadowing. No, please. No. Okay. Okay, good. Sweet. Looking good. So now when I wake up, I can look over and see my pins. And I have plenty of room where I can hang more pin boards. I think that might be it for the night. Just after 7 p.m. Don't really have anything else to do. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to hang out with the puppy, drink some apple cider, maybe find a movie or some YouTubes, or maybe I'll stream. I did stream Star Truckers last night for the first time. First time playing Star Trucker. It's fun. It's a combination of like American Truck Simulator and my love of flight sim, so it was interesting. But maybe I'll do that again tonight. I don't know. Good morning. How are you? It is... Wait. Yes. Good morning. Hi. It is Wednesday, January 29th, just after 11:40, or currently 11:40 a.m. Rundown for today. The first thing is 9 Inch Nails tickets go on sale at noon in 20 minutes. So I'm going to be hanging out here until I'm going to hopefully get myself a ticket, because I definitely want to go. So then I need to do laundry, which means I need to sort through my coinage to make sure I have enough quarters. I can also grab my detergent. So I'm going to log into Ticketmaster and see where we are on the countdown. I know it's at noon and it is 11:48, so we got some time actually, but I just want to do it anyway. 9 minutes. Okay. Now I can look at the screen for a code. Prepare for checkout. I mean, I already did a verification code to be like signed in, so hopefully I don't get a second one, because that does eat up precious seconds. But okay, damn, I have 3,577. Let's see what I can get. Okay. Oh, these like the $400 tickets. Yeah, I'll grab this. What is this looking like? $149. That's decent. Loge 8. Next. I agree. Hopefully I got it. Hell yes. Sweet. Nailed it. I got my ticket. I'm very excited. Going to see some 9 Inch Nails this summer at the end of August. Yeah, so now it is time to do laundry. All right. We'll get my jacket on here. There we go. Okay, look. I got to go do laundry. I'm just over there. Okay? We'll see what happens. I'll be back as soon as I can. Be a good girl. I love you very much, okay? I love you very much. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Thank you for the kiss. Yes, you're a good girl. Continue being a good girl is what I mean. By that I mean you're already a good girl, but like, you know, stay that way. Okay. All right. You stay. You both stay. I'll be right back. All right, and with that, I have 45 minutes. Set a timer for 45 minutes. All right. So now, I think, I do feel a little weird leaving my laundry here, but they're in a wash, being washed currently. The odds of anything being stolen are, I think, fairly low at this stage. They're all soapy and wet, so I'm gonna go back to the RV. I'm gonna bring my bag and my detergent with me. I think I bought some dryer sheets. I need to check my closet. But I think I have some dryer sheets. So yeah, let's head back to the camper RV. I'm gonna interchangeably call it several different things all the damn time. Back up. Back up. Yes. Did. Dryer sheets. All right. I'm gonna organize my dishes and get them ready to go in their my little wet bag. They'll be ready to go and in the middle of everything, so I can't ignore them. And he said, hopefully, with much hope in his heart. Whew, okay. All right, that is the dishes done. Now to unpack. Throw this on my bed for now. I'm gonna pull out the 2 towels and my sweater back up because they are very damp. I want them to be dry. So when my jackets or shirts get wet, I find this is a decent place to kind of hang them up and even drape a arm over some things to kind of help aerate, spread things out a bit. So hopefully that'll be dry in, I don't know, an hour or 2. But yes, I am going to take the next, I don't know, hour or 2 to settle down, relax. I got all major errands done today, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah. All right.